Speaking of people that I don't like, You season 5 on Netflix. Is everyone caught up on You?
No, I'm 2 seasons behind.
Yeah, I think after Love Quinn died, a lot of people fell off.
Because I was just like, I mean, he wanted a perfect love, and that was love. She was willing to kill for him. If that's not true love, I don't know what is.
But then it would have got boring for him. I didn't see season 3, but I'm just assuming he likes the novelty. He likes a challenge.
Meanwhile.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's my neighbor's dog.
Oh, what the heck?
It's my neighbor's dog. Every time I leave, I don't know why, but I think it's a small dog. It sounds like a small dog, but he gets scared at every little noise, and they just walked into their apartment, so he's going crazy right now.
He's got opinions about Joe Goldberg.
That is a man with opinions, yeah. Sorry. I think he's done now.
So from what I've read, because I've watched a few reaction videos at this point, I've read a few reviews. The reviews seem mixed. Reception seems mixed. For me, I loved it. I found the ending to be pretty satisfying. The people who don't seem to like it all that much were the people who were rooting for Joe Goldberg. Like, I didn't realize that there were so many people who actually liked the character of Joel Goldberg. I thought we were all collectively just waiting for this man's comeuppance, but apparently that isn't universal.
He has a fan club. Or fangirls. It's because there are always that one group of people that are obsessed with serial killers that I don't know, identify with them in some sort of way and their loneliness and oddity, and then think that they are the good guy and just misunderstood. But the actor himself is not a fan of his fans, or at least Joe Goldberg's fans.
Yeah, since the beginning, since season 1, he was always touting you're not supposed to like this guy. Why do you guys love him?
I think it's crazy because he is essentially the same as Robert Pattinson in Twilight, because he also hated his character and was very confused about why so many people liked his character. He just hated the whole Twilight series in general. But regardless, it's the same thing where he just really dislikes his character, but he plays him very well.
I think people are conflating their love of Joe Goldberg with just the fact that Ben Badgley's a good-looking dude.
I think it's that and a mix of just he's obsessive. People are into that. He's romantic.
I think people think they're into that.
People think they're into that until it's actually happening, and it's oh, you don't have autonomy.
They think he's romantic and loyal, and he does all this stuff. He's not. He's manipulative. He knows he's gonna do the things you like to get to you. Duh. No wonder these people are gonna die so quickly.
I think they also forget because they don't show it very. Actually, I don't think they allude to it in the show, but they don't really talk about it. But he's sexually assaulting these women, and I feel like that's a fact people like to overlook because it's not thrown in their face, so it's very easy to ignore. But he's not a good person. He is quite literally the most selfish, insane individual. And don't get me wrong, in season 1 through 2. Love Joe Goldberg. I was dang, he's just misunderstood. He's just going through it. He just doesn't understand. And then the whole thing happened with Love, and I was well, that was all for nothing. You did all that. You quite literally, we've been through 3 seasons and you're still not happy? That's crazy. So after that, I was I'm not on the side anymore. I'm over it.
Yeah, I felt like Joe Goldberg has always been very one-dimensional. I feel like every season, it's all about how it contrasts with his love interest for that season. I love season 2. I actually skipped season 1 because I was so bored with the character of Beck Guinevere. And I hated Joe Goldberg already. Yeah, so I skipped season 1, but Joker kept talking well about it, so I was okay, I'll start with season 2 and see if I like this. And I loved season 2. I loved Love. She was incredible. And then after I finished season 2, then I went back and watched the first season. But that was kind of what I didn't like about season 5. A good show. They go full circle. And the beginning of You started with Beck Guinevere. So she is a big plot point for season 5. And for me, Beck was just stupid. I did not like Beck Guinevere.
What did you not like about her?
She was stupid!
In what way? What do you mean? Use examples. I don't understand what that means. So stupid.
She's just airheaded, she fell for everything so easily. I feel like Joe Goldberg didn't even have to try. She just fell for everything, hook, line, and sinker.
But that's the thing, is it's a perfect example of a real life girl. Or at least a sheltered one. Because she was sheltered. Her family had money, It's not your first assumption that, maybe this guy that's interested in me is a serial killer. So yeah, she fell for everything, but what other girl wouldn't?
A smart one, like Love.
Ooh.
Love knew who he was from the start.
That's because Love was also insane. Love recognized his patterns because she had the same one. They were both traumatized.
They're both on the spectrum.
The spectrum of what?
that plays to my taste in women. I don't like stupid women, and I love crazy women. So maybe that's what it is.
So you have the trauma. Solid.
Don't we all? I think we've discussed many times how our entire family has so much mental trauma.
But we've never broken a bone.
Full circle.
Full circle. They call that a callback, calling back to a previous segment.
But I do feel like it was a fitting end for this show. I do feel like justice was ultimately served. I didn't like his love interest in this.
People were comparing her to Rumpelstiltskin, and I think that's so rude.
Damn, what? Oh my god.
That's a little harsh. But I can kind of see it.
They were saying like, oh, he had a baddie this season, and this season, and then in the last one, he gets that girl. I think that's just that's rude. That's just unnecessary.
I think I can kind of see
Hold
it.
on, somebody pull up a picture of Rumpelstiltskin from Shrek.
Oh my god, that's not nice. That is not nice, y'all.
I'm not laughing because it's true. I'm laughing because I think the comparison is just crazy.
I'm not saying she wasn't a baddie. She is an attractive woman, not my type, but I can kind of see it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's so rude.
Is she British?
Is she British? She's also in Handmaid's Tale.
No, I was asking, is she British?
Oh, I have no idea. Maybe. But she is a major character in Handmaid's Tale and has a very big fan base. At least her character does.
Ever since the end of season 3, people keep watching You, waiting for Love Quinn to come back, just because the show overall, Love was just the most popular character, even over Joe Goldberg.
I loved Love. I thought she was perfect.
Love was incredible. I think everyone keeps hoping she's going to come back, and obviously she's not, because, Joe deaded her. But, people still, hold out hope that there's going to be some plot twist where she's actually alive. Nah, she dead. Sorry.
I had hope. I was really hoping.
I think everyone was hoping they'd be able to get Jenna Ortega in there for at least maybe, one cameo appearance or a couple. I was hoping they would be able to get her in there for, a good, strong storyline, because I was excited to see Jenna Ortega come back, because she was one of the strongest characters of season 2. I guess she was filming season 2 of Wednesday, so...
I totally forgot about her character.
She was one of the best parts of season 2. That was before Jenna Ortega really blew up. That was my first exposure to Jenna Ortega.
She was active for a long time before she blew up. I think it's crazy. So she was a young child.
Isn't she a Disney child star or something like that?
She was on Disney. She was played a background character in one of the Avengers or Captain America or something. Or maybe it was Iron Man.
Joker, I don't know if you're doing research there, or are you looking up Rumpelstiltskin? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
That's crazy. He fell down the rabbit hole.
I got distracted. Oh my god.
You see it though? I can kind of see it.
I do see it. That's why it's atrocious. That's not nice, people. Let's see if I can share it.
Joe to me is a very pathetic person. I've always considered him to be a very pathetic human being, and I don't understand why people love him the way they do.
Well, why do people love, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer? They're all pathetic people. Oh Lord. Stop.
Guys, that's not nice.
It's not funny, guys. It's not nice. She's a pretty woman.
Pretty woman, yes. Apparently Rumpelstiltskin is also a pretty woman.
I think the comparison is crazy. That's so rude. You guys are rude. She looks nothing like that, man. They just have red hair and colored eyes is what they're looking at.
Oh, the facial structure is similar. That's the problem. The facial structure is it's kind of similar. That looks like very few adjustments.
I don't know who made this, but why is this a thing?
That's despicable. That is actually... Y'all won't see the gates of heaven, I swear. Y'all ain't seen the pearly gates. Bullying in this day and age is crazy.
I can see it. But that being said, she is a beautiful woman. If I saw her on the street, I would definitely stop. But yeah, no, I see it.
Y'all despicable.
We'll get a palate cleanser.
Oh, that's a fantastic picture.
There you go. A palate cleanser is crazy.
From that last image.
This ain't the palate cleanser is crazy.
Unfortunately, she looks better in this picture than she did the entire season of You.
Then blame the makeup artist. Blame the set people, all right?
Well, it was her character. It was her character.
I guess. I don't know who her character is. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited to watch it.